Dan Rant, Healthier Us, talking about stage 3 of healthy eating. Stage 1, calories in, calories out. Stage 2, the type of calories you're eating. Stage 3 is understanding how the body actually works in terms of storing fat and burning fat. It's all about the hormone insulin. What you want to do is reduce the hormone insulin, because when you eat stuff, especially carbohydrates and protein, your body breaks it down into sugar. Then you have that sugar in your blood, and the insulin hormone comes out. It takes that sugar and it puts it in 3 spots. Either puts it into your muscles, it puts it into your liver as stored energy, or it puts it into your fat cells. So you don't want to have the insulin hormone out there doing that. You want instead to be burning that fat. You want to use the sugar that's in your stored areas and then get to the fat. So to do that, you can do it a couple different ways. Some people don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. They have a high fat, low carb. They eat healthy fats. But I think it's difficult to not eat carbohydrates because they're in like everything and they taste good, so you want to have them. So instead, what I do is intermittent fasting. When you do intermittent fasting, it's not a diet, it's a type of schedule for eating. And there are a couple different ways to do it, but the way that I like the best is 16 and 8. I'll explain more about the details of how it works. But basically for 16 hours you don't eat, and then for 8 hours you do eat. During the 16-hour window of when you're not eating, you cannot have any calories. Liquid calories, nothing. Just drink water. If you really need to have something, have black coffee or tea. But don't have anything in the coffee or the tea. Don't have sugar, obviously. No calories at all. Some people argue, they say you can have 10, 15 calories, you won't break your fast. To me, I don't even risk it. If I'm trying to go 16 hours, I'm not going to blow it because I need to have a little bit of creamer in my coffee at the 13th hour or whatever. I'm not going to do that. So don't have anything. When you don't have anything during that whole time, that 16 hours, your body will not be producing a lot of insulin. Instead, your body will start to use up the sugar that it has and then tap into the fat that you have stored. That's the whole idea. Your body stores fat for those rainy days when you're not going to be able to have any food because you weren't successful on the hunt. Well, there's no need to worry about that, right? Nowadays, we have food all the time. So your body never taps into that stored fat. It always just uses the sugar that's in their body from when you're eating all the time. So you got to change the way you're thinking. Now, all you have to do is just not eat breakfast. What? Not eat breakfast? The most healthy meal of the day? That's baloney. Whoever says the most healthy meal of the day doesn't know what they're talking about. It's not. You don't need to have that. Now, I love breakfast food. I cannot have breakfast. It is the best food, right? Because it's a ton of carbohydrates. So what you can do is just take that food and have it at different times of the day. Have breakfast for dinner one time or whatever. But when you basically, the schedule I follow is I eat lunch at 12-ish and then I finish eating at 7 or 8-ish. So it's 8-hour eating window. You still eat moderately in that time. Do not go crazy and eat 3,000, 4,000 calories and say, well, I can because I'm not eating for the other 16 hours. That's still not going to work. You still need to worry about your calories in, calories out. But during that time, when you are finishing dinner at 6 or 7 o'clock or maybe 8 o'clock, then just don't eat again until lunchtime. Now, the first couple of days you do this, you might not be able to make it till noon. Maybe you can't make it a full 16 hours of not eating. Maybe you can only make it 13 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. That's fine. In the beginning, just get used to it. If you really have to, drink water. If you're really thirsty, if you're really hungry, drink a whole big thing of water and you'll be surprised that you won't be as hungry anymore. Because most of the time, hunger is not physical hunger. It's just you mentally want to eat something because you're used to eating all the time. It's like, let's eat 5 small meals a day. That's a horrible idea. You shouldn't do that unless you're an elite athlete training twice a day. You need to have a certain amount of protein and all this. You don't need that stuff. For a normal everyday person, you don't need to do that. It's actually a bad idea because then you're going to have insulin levels very high all throughout the day. So instead, you don't eat, and that helps to lower the insulin. So look it up, intermittent fasting. That's level 3 of watching what you're eating, healthy eating. Good luck.